Hi, everyone, and welcome to Hope's Cybersecurity Awareness Training. Today, we'll be learning about social engineering. Now, social engineering is the art of manipulating, influencing, and deceiving people for nefarious purposes. When it comes to this topic, there are 3 points we all need to keep in mind. One, social engineering targets people and not computers. Hackers often find it easier to target everyday people like you and me to get what they want. Some of the smartest people I know have fallen victim to cyber attacks. Every technology user is a potential target. Two, social engineering attacks come through different mediums. We often spend much of our time focusing on email based social engineering attacks. However, we all need to be aware that such attacks, known as phishing, can also occur through social media, phone calls, text messaging, and even face to face interactions. In our passion to make people feel welcome and wanted, we also need to do our part to ensure that Hope Church continues to be a safe place to experience Jesus. And this brings us to our third point. Protection from social engineering relies on you. It's important to remember that cyber criminals often spend countless hours developing and crafting new attacks. It's their full time job. Cybercrime fighting is obviously not our full time passion, and we've chosen to do greater things with the best hours of our days. Nevertheless, ministry in the 21st century requires vigilance. With a little bit of training, you can develop some critical disciplines like never reveal confidential information before you A, stop and look for red flags. Most social engineering attacks contain several items that don't look quite right. Learning to spot the red flags can help you steer clear of these dangers. B, think before sharing. Cyber attackers often rely on catching us off guard after hours, at times we don't expect communications. They also take their time to learn about internal processes and other standard procedures. And in the midst of our very busy schedules, it's easy for us to move into autopilot mode, responding to digital communications without thinking. Developing a habit of taking an extra few seconds to process our thoughts before we click that link or send button can keep us from making a costly mistake. And C, error on the side of confirming the recipient and do this using a different method of communication. So if someone sends you an email that doesn't look quite right, give them a phone call from another phone number, not one that's contained in the actual communication you received, but from a phone number that you have maybe in your contacts. It may feel a bit cheesy to think of yourself as a superhero when it comes to protecting others from social engineering attacks, but like a superhero, you might just be the last and most critical line of protection against these dangerous intruders. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.